University of Texas in Austin, and I wanted to give you advice on regrets I made during my time in college so that you don't make these mistakes and you can have a better experience at UT. My first one is not getting involved enough in an organization that it became my social group. So you can do this by dedicating your time to a group and getting really involved with it, possibly getting leadership roles or just being an active member. But I didn't do that to any of the clubs I was in, and instead I kind of spread myself thin and was in a lot of clubs and then tried to do more than my clubs too on the side, which worked out for me, but in the end it just didn't help with having a group that you can dedicate your free time with. It doesn't have to be a social group like a sorority or fraternity or anything, but you just have to be able to dedicate your time and make a family out of that group. A lot of people use professional groups as this, and once you dedicate enough time to the organization, you will also be spending a lot of time with the people that are also part of the organization, so you'll become closer, you'll talk more, and you guys will consider and think about each other when y'all are free to possibly hang out. So it really doesn't have to be a social org in that if you don't want it to, but any org that you dedicate your time to will give you more friends and a closer group of people to talk to and be with. If you don't do this, my other regret was also not studying with others. Studying by myself was a lot more beneficial to me because I got more done, but I feel like if I was smarter with my time and had better focus abilities, I could have possibly studied with other people, and the more time you spend with other people in general, the better your relationships will be because you guys can talk about more. And there are people in other classes, and it's not like they're not going to be able to help you with learning your school stuff either. So just being able to combine school and your social life is going to be the best way to get a good social life at UT. So my last thing is along the same lines. There's like a whole story message that I have for this, is that I didn't rush or join the org right from the start. I had thought I wanted to be in a sorority for a while, but I didn't try until later in my college career instead of the first semester, and I think that's the best time to do it because you're pretty naive of what's going to go on, what the orgs are like, so then you go in without expectations. You don't know who the people are, how the people are, so when you go to all these social events and you try to meet people, you can easily see who you fit in with, and then you can see if you'd want to stay in that org. So if you couldn't tell, my overall message is that I felt like I didn't spend enough time with other people while I was at UT. When I was abroad for my spring semester of sophomore year in France, and now I've been getting a lot of better relationships because I can dedicate more time. It's kind of hard. It was hard for me at UT because I was so focused on my studies that I felt like I couldn't do that. But you just have to be able to learn how to balance and maybe even combine studies and friends. But now that I can see like where my mistakes are after all these years, I wish that I had done that. And if you're an undergrad, I highly recommend you reflect every semester or year or so on how you spent your time, because I didn't do that, and I think now it's too late to do that in a way. I do have a year left still in college, but I don't have as much time to gain better relationships because they're usually made first or second year. If you don't do these or find a good group of friends, these aren't all the ways to find a really close-knit group of friends, but if you don't find a group at UT, it gets really lonely. The school is not the easiest, and it will feel not very pleasant because you'll be stressed a lot and you'll be stressed by yourself. So definitely try from the start when you can make the best relationships. So those are my few regrets that impacted my social life at UT, and I don't want you to have as lonely of an experience there, especially if you're a freshman, because it's a really good school and I had a lot of fun there. But I know a lot of people transfer out of UT because they felt that loneliness, and I want to help reduce that number because it's such a good school. You benefit a lot from it, and really your social life does make a great impact on your time in uni. So try to make friends. School is really important, but you're not going to remember your your grades, you're going to remember the people you met. I won't be able to be there. If you want help, you can comment down below or DM me on Instagram. But I won't be there this semester. I'm not at UT, even though Austin kind of looks like that. But I am in Hong Kong. I'm on my second exchange as a student at Chinese University of Hong Kong. So definitely follow along, subscribe if you want to see my adventures here in Southeast Asia. I give a lot of advice about study abroad, especially since it's my second time, and I can compare and give you advice on the two places I've been. I've been to Europe and now Southeast Asia, which are really popular places for studying abroad. If anyone wants to study in Europe, you can also get that advice too. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, become a part of my fancy fam, or you'll be a feminist, and have a good school year. Let me know if you have any other tips for people if you're an upperclassman, and have a great time in college.